Hello. Hi, I'm Suzette Kitselman with Rodeo Realty Beverly Hills, and I'm here to welcome you to Suzette Sells LA Real Estate Reality. As promised, today I'm going to show you what does the title company actually do for your real estate transaction. And here to help us with that is Freedom Ozog. She's got 18 years experience in the title profession, and she works with Progressive Title, which works with Rodeo Realty all the time, and she does a great job. So to make it fun, I'm not going to let her look at the board, okay? I'm going to ask her questions after we wrote all this stuff up, okay? And we'll see if she gets all of her own answers right, because she's the one who told me what to write here, okay?
We're crossing our fingers.
Are you ready? Are you ready, Freedom?
I'm ready, and thank you for having me.
My pleasure, my pleasure. So, what does the title company actually do? What's the first thing you guys do?
Well, bottom line is that we make sure that the seller is able to deliver clear title to the new buyer.
Okay, and so the basic way you do that is by issuing a...
We issue a title policy,
Oh,
but first we have to do what we call a title search, which means that we look at the property and we're looking for any possible liens that might be there. Examples could be open loans, money that's still owed on the property. It could be back taxes. It could be possible lawsuits. Those are the things that we're looking for so that we can clear it up by the time the seller transfers the house over to the buyer. It's so hard not looking at the board. I'm ready. Next question.
You're doing great. She's doing great, isn't she, everyone? Okay, so my question to you then about that is, when you look at the house, are you going to the house to look there, or are you looking somewhere else?
Great question. We actually don't go to the house. That's for wonderful real estate agents, buyers, sellers, inspection companies. We're actually looking back and we're doing research on the APN, the assessor's parcel number, the seller, and the property itself. So we're looking at anything that might be recorded against the property, like old loans, taxes, the things that I mentioned before.
And that's in the city records, right?
Yes, and that is in anything that's recorded against a piece of property. We're going to be able to find it because it's public record.
Public record. All these things are recorded on a public record. It's kind of like the DMV of Real Estate. They hold all the public records. What loans are on the property? Who is the owner? What is their name? The size of the lot, the size of the structure, that sort of thing. It's all recorded. There's documentation to prove it all. So that's always nice to know.
I think she has a second career. I think so.
Anyway, okay. And then the second thing you do, when we open escrow, what do you guys do?
When we open up escrow, we open up what we call a preliminary title search. So that's the time that we go in and look for those clouds on title that we were talking about. We work with escrow after we issue a report. We work with escrow in order to get those things cleared up. So whether it's that we have to get a demand for paying off those taxes, whether we have to get a demand for paying off old loans, whether we have to communicate with all the parties and say, hey, you might have had an old judgment, there might be a lawsuit. We really communicate with everybody to say these are all the things that we need to clear up before we are able to issue a clear title report for that new buyer.
I see. Okay. And then once you've issued the preliminary title report, which shows you all of those details, who do you work with to get them all cleared up?
So really we work with everyone. Primarily we work with escrow, right? Because we're communicating with them on a daily basis and saying, hey, where are we with getting a demand so we can pay off that old loan? Or where are we with figuring out what's happening with that possible lawsuit? But we're also working with the seller, we're working with the buyer, we of course are working with real estate agents, anyone that can help us move forward to get that transaction closed on time.
Okay, great. So then let's see. You issue a title report while in escrow so that all the clouds can be cleared and we have a clear and sunny title. See, I made a picture of the cloud and then the sunny title over here. See?
Right there.
Anyway, I like my illustrations, very proud of them. Anyway, okay, so you work with escrow to facilitate all the payoffs so the new buyer gets a clear title on the new property. Then, on the time of closing, what does the title company do?
Okay, so Everybody's worked really hard. We know what we need to pay off. We know what we need to do to be able to close that deal. Escrow's been amazing. The real estate agents have been amazing. And at the time, we all funds are sent to the title company, which means all the money, right? All the goods.
Mm-hmm.
They're all sent to us, and at that time, on the day of closing, we make all those payoffs. So we send in money to pay off the loan. We send in money to pay off the taxes. Whatever else is still on that property, we're going to help pay that off, and we're also going to record all those new deeds. So when the seller says, here you go, Mr. Buyer, here's a deed to your new home, we're going to be the ones that get those deeds recorded.
So you record them in the city record so that anybody who looks up the property now will know that you are the owner and not the other person, right?
Exactly.
Is that how it works?
Exactly.
And let's see. The title company records the deed and lets all the parties know when it's time to celebrate. Congratulations! Hooray! Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
You did a wonderful job.
I hope I didn't look at the board too much. You guys will let us
Were
know.
you cheating?
Maybe a little bit.
Oh dear. Thanks for watching, people. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.